Hi, it's me, Joanne, your lawyer friend and food content creator that weighs in with random legal takes on issues. And today I wanted to talk about Costco. I don't know if you knew this, but a few days ago, Costco received a letter signed by 19 different attorneys generals across the United States, basically telling them if they didn't get rid of their DEI programs within 30 days, they would be facing lawsuits. If you haven't heard already, after Trump signed his executive order basically saying that DEI is illegal, many companies have capitulated and have dismantled their DEI programs, canceled their DEI policies, et cetera, et cetera. But Costco, among a few other large companies like Chase Bank, Kroger, and I think the Marriott people, they kept their DEI programs and basically raised the big middle finger to the government. But I don't think people realize just how big a middle finger it was. So when I read this letter from these attorneys general basically saying you got to get rid of your programs or we're going to sue you, my first question was like, sue them based on what? Like free speech? They're a private company. They can do whatever they want. The letter offers just a little bit of a clue. They say that the DEI policies would be discriminatory based upon the 2023 Supreme Court ruling on affirmative action. If you don't remember, in 2023, a bunch of students from Harvard brought an action against the school saying their affirmative action program was discriminatory. The Supreme Court of the United States agreed with the plaintiffs and said that the affirmative action programs undertaken by Harvard and a couple of other places were indeed discriminatory. So the 19 AGs basically said, we're going to take that case, which applies to educational institutions and other government-funded entities, and apply it to private entities. And the only reason this works is because Donald Trump has essentially redefined the word racial discrimination. Racial discrimination as it pertains to employer-employee relations and hiring practices is prohibited under the Civil Rights Act of 1964. And if you accept the redefined term of racial discrimination as defined by Donald Trump et al., then these companies can be facing massive liability under the 1964 Act. Courts can essentially force companies like Costco to get rid of their DEI programs or be in contempt of court, which of course also carries with it massive civil penalties. I say all this because I don't think everyone is fully appreciating the extraordinary nature of Costco's decision to continue strong with their DEI programs. I also don't think people understand that other businesses, big and certainly small businesses, they may not be able to afford to take that kind of decision. A, because they have significant business with the US government, all of which will be canceled if they don't do their DEI purging, or because they are going to face extremely expensive lawsuits. Now, I'm not weighing in at all on the legal merit of such lawsuits that would be brought by the various AGs across the country or an action brought by a DOJ against Costco at all, but I am saying this is a major risk. If I'm Costco's lawyer, I'm having heartburn about this. And as a consumer of Costco and Chase and Kroger and some of these other companies, kudos, massive kudos.